Sabrina here. Happy Frugal Friday to you! We're doing another edition of the Drugstore must-have and must-not products that I've discovered over the past month. And real quick before we get into the list, it's a pretty big one this month. If you're interested in anything that I'm wearing on my face, I have the full blog post that I published yesterday of the entire look. It does use Inglot eyeshadows and a variety of other products as well. So if you're interested in anything here, it will be linked below for you. First must-have product we'll talk about here are the Jane eyeshadows. Absolute must-have eyeshadows. If you're looking for something of high quality but at an affordable price, definitely try out Jane's line of eyeshadows. I'm so incredibly impressed by them. Now, I grew up using Jane. Jane was actually one of the first cosmetic brands that I ever used when I first got into makeup. And then they disappeared for a little while, and then they've come back recently in Ulta. And I was hoping that they were going to be just as good now as they were back then, and they are, bar none. I absolutely love every eyeshadow I've tried so far from them. The ones that I recommend the most are their matte finish eyeshadows. And my favorites are Clay and Natural. I use them a lot in the crease, as you've probably seen in past Frugal Friday tutorials. They're just awesome. Another great eyeshadow line to check out if you're looking for more drugstore eyeshadows that are of high quality are the NYX Nude Matte eyeshadows. I've been using one in Skinny Dip, and I'll show you a swatch of it here. Beautiful matte deep purple. Reminds me a lot of MAC's Blackberry. So smooth, so pigmented, easy to blend. They are quite possibly some of the best drugstore matte eyeshadows I have tried. So if you're looking for new ones at a good affordable price, check out the NYX line. You won't regret it. I'm going to throw in a must-not product here for you. Actually, I'll say must-not products because they're one and the same, so I'm including them together. The Wet n Wild Coverall foundation and the concealer stick. Do not recommend these, and I did not like them one bit. Didn't like the Coverall stick because it drags underneath the skin. You know, when you go to apply it on your eyes, it drags your under eye area, and it doesn't show up worth a flip. And even when you take your brush and you apply it like that, it still is really hard to get it onto your face. The product does not want to come off of the stick. Not only that, it creases incredibly quick. It didn't even last on me for more than 3 hours. It was ridiculous. Same thing with the foundation from the Wet n Wild Coverall line. This is their cream foundation. Didn't last worth a flip. I think I got oily within 2 hours, literally, wearing this stuff. And the coverage wasn't as great as I would have liked for it to be either. It was kind of, it's hard to describe. It would be heavy in some areas and then sheer in others, and you had to really work at it. And I don't like to do that with a foundation. So definitely don't recommend either of these products from Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild, your eyeshadows are amazing, but your face products, not so much. Another must-not product, and I feel really torn on this one because this is an Essence eyeshadow, and I picked up 2 Essence eyeshadows when I was at Ulta to try them out. This one is in Party All Night, and I also picked up Fox in the Box, which I used in a tutorial this past month. And you can see in the container here of Party All Night, what is that? That is me just putting a dry eyeshadow brush into the eyeshadow, and you can see what it looks like. And then when you go to apply it on your eyes, first of all, you can barely get it on the brush, even though it looks like I really tried there. I didn't get hardly anything on the brush. And you go to apply it on your eyes, and it literally falls everywhere. And it's the worst, this is the worst eyeshadow I have ever used. And I struggle to say that don't buy Essence eyeshadows because the other one was so good. So I'm going to say don't buy Party All Night because this one really sucks. More must-have products for you to try, highly recommend, are the Milani Bella Eyes Gel Powder eyeshadows. These are incredibly hard to find, as many of you may have already discovered so far after I did my tutorial with one of them this past month. They are a booger and a half to find. I had to go to 3 CVS stores before I was even able to find these 2. And even in that store, most of them were sold out in a lot of the colors. So I only ended up picking up the one called Bella Gold and then Bella Cappuccino, which I am very impressed by both of them. Pigmentation is superb. The color range that they offer is fantastic. I went and looked on their website at all the different colors. It just made me pea green with envy that I couldn't get any of them locally. And I did use the Bella Gold shade in the Hazel Eyes Frugal Fridays video. So if you want to see how to use this one, if you happen to pick it up, I will link that video below for you as well. But I highly recommend these. I will be using the Cappuccino one in an upcoming video also. And hopefully I will be able to find them soon. Another must-not product is the NYX Love in Rio Trio in Carnival del Sol. Awful, just awful. I have tried the NYX Trios before they came out with this Love in Rio line, and they were really fantastic in terms of pigmentation, color, payoff, all of that. These are super chalky, not pigmented, incredibly difficult to work with. I was going to do a look with this because I wanted to do something that was kind of like the Urban Decay Electric palette, you know, and I thought these colors would be perfect for that. I'm not getting the electric palette, by the way. Sorry. But it just fell short of my expectations, and I will be returning this, unfortunately. So if you look at any of the Love in Rio Trios from NYX, skip them. Must-have product that I discovered this past month and have been loving is the Essence Silky Touch Blush. And this one is in Life's a Cherry. Beautiful color. I used this in a tutorial this past month also. So super pigmented. I mean, it's overtly pigmented. And that's a good thing. That's a good complaint to have, because you remember when I featured the Maybelline Fit Me blushes in one of these past episodes, and I told you how unpigmented they were and how I had to practically dig the brush into the eyeshadow, or not the eyeshadow, the blush to get it to show up on my face. Well, not with these. You don't even need that much, and it's like color. And they don't move throughout the day, they don't fade, they wear extremely well. So I will be checking out more of the Silky Touch blushes from Essence. If you're looking for a cheap brand of blushes to try, I recommend those. Our last product is a must-have, and this is another one from Essence, and this is their Stay With Me Long-Lasting Lip Gloss in, what is the color on this one? Candy Bar. I used this also in a past tutorial this past month. Love this color. It's so beautiful, and I'm so very impressed with these lip glosses from Essence. I'm telling you, for the price, you can't beat it with a stick. That doesn't last as long as they would like for you to believe it does. It does say long-lasting lip gloss, but seriously, no lip gloss is really long-lasting. I mean, you put it on your lips and then you talk and you drink and you eat. I mean, your mouth is just moving constantly. So how can anything stay on it? But besides that, really like the color, like the pigmentation, and I like the consistency and the formula of the Essence lip glosses. That concludes our list for the must-haves and must-not drugstore products for this past month. And if you happen to have any, feel free to share yours below too. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.